flagged, but this read is on Bryan Christopher Kohlberg. I'm going to say something before I start this video. This video is for entertainment purposes, and I'm going to do a channeling of Bryan Christopher Kohlberg. I have did past readings on him in the murder of the University of Idaho students that were fatally stabbed, okay, in Moscow, Idaho on November 13th, 2022. I predicted the month that he would be going to court. I predicted a lot of things on this case. I'm channeling his energy right now where he's at. This is very interesting, very interesting. So let me tell you a little bit about him, and then we're going to get into this channel read of Bryan Christopher Kohlberg. And I'm going to say one more time for entertainment purposes, but we're going to use discernment out here. He is 28 years old. Okay. He was arrested in Monroe County, Pennsylvania, on 4 counts of first-degree murder and 1 count of felony burglary. Okay. Now I want to go back. Okay, I want to go back, and then I'm going to go to the present. The reason that I have to go back is you have to go back to understand the present. Okay. I have channeled Bryan. I have channeled some of the Idaho 4 students, God rest their souls. Now, what I was getting, and I'm still getting this, but this is a little bit different. I want to go back to his past. The reason why I want to go back to his past, and you can go to my previous videos that I have done on Bryan Christopher Kohlberg. The reason why I say this is because I see documentation of his childhood, okay? He has seen a psychiatrist in the past. The energy that I'm getting right now, you guys, is very heavy. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Okay, let me proceed. The energy I'm getting from him, because I'm channeling him right now. This is very interesting because we need to go back to his past. There is some kind of this. I'm going to his childhood. Okay. Now, what I'm seeing is, now I've seen this before. When I see his face, you guys, it's like I'm seeing 2 different people, okay? 2 different people in one body, okay? Now, oh God, Lord, give me strength for this read. So what I'm seeing is an entity. Okay, entity. Now I'm looking at him as a child. This is very interesting. Now I believe what I'm seeing is this child with some weird fetishes. Okay, very weird, odd child. I'm not saying, normal. What do we define as normal? Okay, there's no definition of normal, because what you can define as normal is not normal, or is normal. Okay, whatever. But this child right here that I'm seeing, because I'm seeing him as a child, because my ancestors are bringing back to his childhood. He was very awkward as a child. Even his learning, because I'm seeing somebody teaching him. This is interesting. I don't know if he was homeschooled, okay? But this is interesting. I'm seeing a religious, some kind of religion, okay, religion connected to his upbringing. Religion. I'm hearing religion, okay? Thank you, ancestors. Um, but as a child, he, oh my gosh, there was a split here, okay? A split. Now, what's so interesting is I'm seeing him in front of doctors, okay, and they're like examining him, and um this is weird though, right? They're examining him, they're looking at him. It kind of reminds me of two things. MK Ultra, and it kind of reminds me of an entity. Okay, there's an entity here, okay? I'm gonna put it like that, an entity. And what I'm seeing is there is documentation that is sealed. This information is sealed. Now, his parents know that he had these oh man, how can I say this? He had these weird behaviors, okay? Um and it was very odd, all right? I see them, they did not want to be looked at, and even people around him noticed this, okay? Could be family members, friends, but definitely the parents, the mother and the father, okay? Because I'm seeing the mother and father come forward. And they always try to protect him, but it's kind of weird how they're protecting him. They're really in true denial, okay? True denial. This boy, which is now a man, thank you, ancestors, for verification and clarification here. This child that has became a man had a lot of mental health issues, and I'm talking about um, his reality. Okay, his reality wasn't the real reality, you guys. Okay, this is what I'm getting from him. Okay, oh, Jesus. So he would have what you would call hallucinations, and his reality he thought was his real reality. Okay, just saying. Okay, but it wasn't the real reality. Okay, if this makes sense, it was only his reality. Now, I'm seeing childhood records of this mental illness that he has had since a child. He's always had it. He has suppressed it. But I feel like this is not the first time with him. And I feel like I keep seeing this woman, okay? Remember, go back to my previous reads on Bryan. There is a woman. Now, she could have been a teacher, professor, I don't know, okay? That seen this also, okay? And it's interesting, the field that he went into was criminology, because he was trying to understand himself, if that makes sense, okay? Now, I'm also seeing him on medications, you guys. Okay, these medications are like trial medications. Like, you remember, okay, I gotta make sure I word this right, you guys. In the military, oh, how can I word this? There was medicine that was given, and they were trying these medicine on people, um, and they didn't really know the side effects of these medications. Okay, I'm seeing psychotropic meds here. Okay, trial meds. Okay, trial medication. Um, Now I don't know what his father does or his mother does. Okay, um, or the faith that they're I'm seeing Mormon, but I'm not sure if this is Mormon or Brethren, because I'm hearing Brethren, 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 Brethren. Brethren is like a offset of the Mennonite community. I don't know if he's Brethren, because I'm hearing Brethren, and I'm also hearing Mormon. Okay. Now I've also pulled this energy with Dylan Morrison. Okay, Dylan Morrison, and I keep bringing her up because Dylan Morrison is a big I believe before this happened, he put the ad. You guys remember when he put the ad in some paper or something? Somebody responded to that ad. Okay, let's put it like that. And the person that responded to the ad um, was Dylan Morrison for entertainment purposes. Okay, and like I said, I see her born as, and I'm going to emphasize this because of the strength that she would have had. Um, as a boy. I'm still staying there. Okay. I might have to do a different read on her, where her mind's at right now. But let's just channel Bryan. Okay. Because every time I channel Bryan, I'm channeling Dylan. Okay. Every time. It's like every time I channel Bryan, I'm channeling Dylan. Okay. Like Dylan comes in the equation. So I asked myself, what does Dylan and Bryan's connection have to be? Like, how did they connect? Like, connect the dots. Remember, I said that Bryan was the wild card. Okay, Bryan is going to pull out the wild card and he's going to say he does not have no mental illness. He's normal, blase, blase. He was never there. Um, but I'm going to stick with what I'm saying, okay? There is a file of him as a child, okay, seeing psychiatrists. This boy has seen psychiatrists all his life, okay? Um, Now, where Dylan came in, and this is very interesting, okay? Now, they need to really look into his family dynamic, okay? Bryan's family dynamic, because I'm seeing a religious um, something to do with religion, okay? Something that's like a religious sect, but I'm seeing brethren. This is what I'm hearing, brethren, and I'm hearing Mormon, okay? I don't know what religion this boy belongs to. I don't know. But for definitely for Dylan, I'm seeing Mormon, okay? I may have to do a video on Dylan Morrison, okay? But every time I bring up Bryan, I bring up Dylan. But what I see for Bryan is this child sitting in front of me, and doctors are like studying him. It's kind of bizarre, okay? It's not like you take your kids into a doctor's office and they do a psych eval and they do like a growth thing, and this is different. This is like a experiment type of thing, okay? Um, this is what I'm seeing, you guys, okay? Now I'm also seeing that when I look at him, I see two faces, okay? Um, so to me, that's showing either a split from his actual body. So this is showing me an entity. Um, Jesus Lord, an entity, okay, entity. But he's gonna pull out the wild card, and the wild card is he's gonna say he had nothing to do with this. Um, and the thing is, we're all going in circles about this, but everything is in plain sight. Okay, everything is in plain sight. What I mean is, um, all the things that we have heard, even the timeline, because I went back and I also channeled the victims, okay? And it kept saying the timeline is off. The timeline is off, okay? Um, so who is his parents? What do they do for a living? Um, and how long have they known their son has been sick? Okay, because I'm seeing a child um, using giving medication. Now, this medication I'm seeing is like psychotropic meds, but this kind of medicine is weird, you guys. It's like um, a trial medication, like experimental. Um, okay, like he's like experiment. Like they're experimenting on him to see how he reacts to this. They're experimenting on him to see how he reacts to this. It's kind of like I'll bring it back to when they used to I don't know how to say this. It's kind of like, you know how in the military they used to experiment on the soldiers. This is what I'm seeing, but I'm seeing this for him as a child, okay? This is what I'm getting. Now, I really believe that he believes his own reality. So you can tell Bryan, because I'm like sitting in front of him right now. Um, and it's like he's not even um there's a disconnect, okay, from his own reality. Okay. Now, will they pull this wild card out? Yes. Okay. They're gonna say mental health issues, blase blase. And does he have mental health issues? Yes, he does. Is there an entity in him? Yes, there is. I've seen it on his face, okay? I've seen his face turn to something totally different, okay? Um, but I also see like experimental. This is weird, okay? Um, You remember in the movie Stranger Things, for entertainment purposes, and they had a little girl named E. Her name was E. And you remember how they were experimenting on her and all this other blase? This is what I'm seeing for him. Okay, this is actually what I'm seeing, you guys. Um, and when they were experimenting, um, the girl was like in some facility, hidden in the woods. She escaped, and but it was like she was learning everything over, but with him it was different. Okay. um they He never really got the help that he should have got. Okay. um I'm seeing experiment, honestly. I'm seeing experiment. Okay. um and I also seen, go back to my other videos that I've done. I said that he has some kind of fetishes, okay? Now, if they look on the medical records, because I'm seeing them in front of me, these fetishes are the most bizarre, like, fetishes. Uh, there's something with blood, S1, okay? And then there's other fetishes that this man, because he's a man now, has. So this has started since his childhood. This didn't just happen in his adulthood. This has started in his childhood. When he zones in on somebody, it's like an obsession, okay? And he believes that this obsession is his reality, and it's really not his reality, okay? So this is what I'm picking up from Bryan Christopher Kohlberg. And there's a woman that I keep seeing in all my reads. All my reads, this woman I keep seeing. And I don't know who this woman is. This woman knows more than she's saying. Okay, it's all I gotta say. Now he's a Pennsylvania native. He's the only son. He has two older sisters, Amanda and Melissa. The family grew up in Pennsylvania before they relocated to the private Indian Mountain Lake community in Pennsylvania. Now, what's interesting is we're going back, okay? Because my ancestors keep telling me to go back, go back. Both his parents worked for a Pleasant Valley school district, okay? So this is where the education came in, because I kept seeing something with education, okay? Records show that Michael Christopher Kohberger Jr. was a maintenance worker for the school district, while Mary Ann Kohberger was a professional assistant special needs students until around 2020. See, her own son was special, but he's not special. What I mean is special is like mental, like severe mental illness, okay? And when I look at his face, every time I look at his face, I see the entity. So I see two personalities here, you guys, okay? I don't even know what you would call that, okay? I'm not a psychiatrist here. But I do see a file on him as a child, okay? There is something here as a child, and I see a psychiatrist saying like this child is going to be, I feel like the psychiatrist could not diagnose him at the time, but put in the notes that this child is going to be blase blase, like serial killer or whatever, okay? Has tendencies of a serial killer. This is what I'm seeing, okay? For entertainment purposes, but use discernment. I don't even know how he got as far as he did with his PhD. I don't know, you guys. I don't know, okay? Because this guy is unhinged. And I'm seeing two people, okay? Two people. This is bizarre. I'm seeing an entity and then I'm seeing him, okay? I don't know. This is very bizarre what I'm getting from him. And I really believe, I don't know. When I first heard this case, I said to myself, this is the most bizarre investigation case that I've did as far as psychic work channeling. Because I'm seeing two different people. So there's only one of him. Okay. So this is two different personalities. Okay. Two different personalities, right? Two totally different personalities. Now, his friends have noticed this, his family noticed this, and the interesting thing is the families for so long act like this was normal, okay? Because I'm seeing this child, and this child is definitely not normal, okay? Now I'm also seeing like experiment. I don't know if he was experimental. I don't know, y'all. Okay. I'm getting something with experimental medication, experimental drugs. I don't know. Okay. It's taking me back to Stranger Things, like that little girl, E. Okay. That's what it's bringing me to. Okay. Um, Even his sister gives me his sister, Melissa. You guys, she even gives me weird vibes. They're a part of some kind of religion. Now, I don't know. I might be wrong with the brethren, okay? But I keep hearing brethren. Okay, I don't know what religion they're in. Let me see. Because I'm being shown his sister. This is very interesting. Now, the sister, her name is Melissa Kohlberg. Because they're bringing me to Melissa. Melissa Ann Kohlberg. She's a licensed marriage and family therapist, counselor. She's famous for being Bryan Kohlberg's sister. Um, Now, it's interesting, the religion, they're saying Christianity, but there's something else here, you guys, with the religion, okay? It's more than Christianity, okay? Um, Now, let me go to Michael, the father. What's so interesting is if you go to the father, his bio, hold on, something with the father's background. Hold on. The mother, you can see her whole background, but the father's background, you cannot see. There's something behind the father's background, okay? It's like he never kind of exists. But the mother, you can see her background. That's what I'm saying. There's more to this, okay? The mother is Mary Ann Kohlberg. Now, when I look up the father, it says Michael Kohlberg Jr., Michael Francis Kohlberg Jr. He was a maintenance worker, but what did he do before the maintenance? Now, it says he was married. What's so interesting is if you look up his education, there is nothing for this man's education. There is nothing known for this man's college. Okay, who is his father? Who really is his father? Um, Now I didn't bring this up in none of my other reads, but now I'm starting to question his father. What background did his father have? Because if you look at his father's haircut, it's like a military cut. And then also if you look at a picture of Bryan, it kind of looks like a military cut when he was in his teenage years, okay? But for the father, there's no known school. So there's no education for the father. There's no college known for the father. But what's so interesting, you guys can Google this, okay? It says educational qualifications. He's a graduate. He's a graduate from where? Okay? Where is he a graduate from? The father. You guys, I'm talking about the father. Okay? It's like the father's background is, why didn't they put any education, where he went to school, what college he went to? How do they know he's a graduate? A graduate from what? Okay. Now, if you notice, his father's haircut is military. If you notice, Bryan's haircut in one of his photos is military. Okay. So my question was the father in the military? Okay. That's my question. Okay. Now, when I look at religion, it's saying Christianity, but what Christianity were they affiliated with? Okay. Um, Now we can go to the mother, and it tells you everything about the mother. The mother went to St. Joseph High School in Brooklyn, New York. Her college is even not known, you guys. I'm telling you, something's not right here. The mother and the father are Bryan Kohberger, okay? Both of their colleges are not even here. And it says under both of them that their educational qualifications is they both graduated. Graduated from where? Okay? And what college did they both go to? Okay, my ancestors are bringing me to education. There's something with education here. Okay, they're showing me education and they're showing me military. Okay, it's like the mother and father's background. So we know the mother went to St. Joseph High School in Brooklyn, New York, St. Mary Star of C School. Okay. So what kind of schools are these? St. Mary Star of C School. I have to look this up. Okay. And deep dive into this. St. Mary, when I normally see St. Mary, I think of Catholic. But what's so interesting is both of their colleges are not known. Okay. If you do a Google search or a Wikipedia search, okay, I'm not gonna stay on here long, but I see somebody with two personalities, split personalities. I see a file here, which I have seen in the past, a child, okay. I see a woman that's very has a lot of status, okay. She has a lot of status, okay. She's been put in delays in a lot of this, okay, to come forward. Okay, this is what I'm seeing. And then it's also bringing me to his sister, okay. Now, that ad that he put in the paper, somebody answered that ad, okay. Somebody answered that ad. And it's bringing me to his sister, Melissa Kohberger. There's a lot of family secrets here, you guys. I see the moon card and the metaphysical upside down. So this is telling me there's a lot of family secrets that are hidden. And will we ever know? I don't know. I think we will know to a certain extent. And the rest we will not know. Okay. Just saying. But I'm going to the sister, Melissa Kohberger, and then I want to go to the other sister. Just give me a minute. Okay, so you have Melissa, and you have Amanda. Now, Amanda is the one. This is interesting. Amanda Kohberger is the one that did a movie. Okay. This is interesting. Okay. She's a licensed school counselor. Okay. They both are counselors, both the sisters. Now, if you look at both the sisters, I don't know, are they twins? Okay. Go back to my previous reads. There's more to this family. A lot more. So I'm going to go back to the sisters. Okay, so Amanda. Who is Amanda? So both of them are licensed. Okay, she's a licensed school counselor. Okay, so both of the sisters are counselors plus slash actress. Okay. It's interesting because the sister has a degree too in psychology, a master's degree in counseling psychology. There's the moon card is here because there's something with this family, you guys. Even the dynamic of this family, with this moon card that I keep seeing is like flashing in front of me. There's hidden information about this family. The hidden information is the family secrets. Okay, a lot of families out here have secrets, but this family has secrets that will actually solve this case, because at the end of the day, they're going to stand with their brother. Now, like I'm going to say one more last time, he has a split personality. There is an entity. Okay, when I see him, I see two people. Okay, um, and it's not the one entity I'm seeing is not good entity here, you guys. Okay, um, and I don't want to stay in his energy too long. Um, but there's a woman here, a mature woman, and she knows everything. Okay, she has came out in all my reads that I have done on Bryan, Christopher Kohlberg, and I don't know what religion, because they're just saying Christianity, but I feel like there is a religion here. I don't know what religion it is. What does this religion? Okay, I see a couple of things that are coming in here. I'm hearing religion and education. Religion and education. Okay, so these two things um, is not being told. So why is this, their religion being secret is a secret? And because I'm seeing the religion as like the moon card, and I'm also seeing religion and oh my goodness, guys, religion and school, education, hidden. Okay, hidden. The mother and father's education is hidden. Why is it hidden? Okay, that's what we need to find out. And St. Mary's, are they Catholic? What does religion have to do with Bryan? What does religion have to do with this case? Um, does he have split personality? Yes. Is he a wild card? Yes. Is he going to say that he's normal? Yes. Is he normal? No, he's not. To go murder 4 people, um, and also put an ad in the paper as the hypothesis, like if this would happen, who answered that ad? Somebody answered that ad, you guys. Okay, now I'm being brought back to Dylan Morrison. Okay, for entertainment purposes, but I have to do a read on her. Okay, her present, where she's at, what's going on. Now we know Dylan is Mormon. Okay, but we don't know much about the father. It's unknown, unknown, unknown. So when you see that, to me, that's like, okay, is this purposely hidden? And yes, it is, because the moon card is here. So it's purposely being hidden at this time. Okay. So go back to my videos that I did on Bryan, Christopher Kohlberg. And I'm going to leave it here, you guys. All right. Love and light. Love and light, my beautiful souls.